Welcome, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States of America Roosevelt Dime, a coin that's more than just money. With the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, powerful symbols of liberty and peace, and hidden minting secrets, this little dime could hold millions in value for the lucky collector. Stick around, because what you're about to see isn't just history. It's a chance to uncover rare, jaw-dropping treasures that could change your fortune forever. Let's get started. First up in the 1966 Roosevelt dime is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tangible slice of American history, capturing the spirit of a nation in the mid-20th century. Struck in the aftermath of Franklin D. Roosevelt's death, this coin pays homage to the 32nd president, whose leadership through the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the United States. With Roosevelt's portrait facing left, engraved in sharp, precise detail, the coin reflects both his personal dignity and the enduring reverence Americans held for him. Above his likeness, the timeless motto, "In God We Trust," reminds collectors and admirers alike of the national ideals Roosevelt championed during times of immense struggle. The word liberty arcs gracefully along the rim, a subtle yet powerful declaration that resonates across generations. On the reverse, the design is equally compelling, merging symbolism and artistry in a manner that few coins achieve. The eagle, wings spread wide, exudes strength and vigilance, perched upon a shaft of arrows that evokes readiness and defense, yet simultaneously flanked by an olive wreath, signaling peace and prosperity. This juxtaposition of martial readiness and peaceful intention perfectly mirrors the dual legacy of Roosevelt himself. A leader capable of decisive action during crises, yet devoted to the welfare and unity of his nation. Surrounding the eagle, the face value one dime, the motto, E pluribus unum, and the designation, United States of America, lend an official gravitas that elevates this coin beyond mere monetary use. It becomes a collectible treasure that bridges history and artistry. The 1966 Roosevelt dime occupies a unique niche in the world of bicentennial and post-bicentennial coins. Unlike the 1975 to 1976 official bicentennial coins, this 1966 edition represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage, a moment when Americans were beginning to embrace the concept of commemorative coins, yet still clinging to designs that honored wartime and post-war heroes. Its rarity is compounded by its age and the meticulous care collectors now demand. Coins that have retained their original luster, sharp details, and intact edges are highly prized, particularly in higher grades such as MS-65 and above. To the untrained eye, it may seem like an ordinary dime, yet to seasoned numismatists, it is a beacon of historical and financial potential. Collectors are often drawn not only to the coin's artistry, but to its symbolic resonance. The eagle's arrows remind them of the nation's vigilance, while the olive branch whispers of peace, a duality that has made this coin a favorite among American patriots and history enthusiasts alike. The torch, olive, and oak motifs that appear ahead of the E pluribus unum motto further enhance its meaning, representing liberty, peace, and victory respectively. These subtle yet powerful symbols transform the dime into a miniature tapestry of national ideals, reflecting the aspirations of a country in the throes of post-war optimism and mid-century growth. Market value is where the 1966 Roosevelt dime truly dazzles collectors. While the face value remains 10 cents, coins in uncirculated or proof condition have been known to command prices in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and mint quality. Exceptional specimens, especially those with pristine surfaces, perfect strike, and sharp relief, are considered investment grade by experts. Over the past few decades, as American coin collectors increasingly recognize the scarcity of well-preserved mid-century coins, the demand for rare Roosevelt dimes from this era has surged dramatically, creating a competitive market that is both exciting and potentially lucrative for those who possess such treasures. It is not just the coin's age or condition that makes it compelling. It is the story embedded in its metal. Each 1966 dime carries echoes of an America navigating post-war prosperity, the civil rights movement, and the looming challenges of the Cold War. Franklin Roosevelt, whose visage graces the obverse, serves as a symbolic anchor to this era, reminding collectors of the values of leadership, resilience, and innovation. Holding one of these coins is not merely a tactile experience. It is an act of connecting to history, allowing one to feel the weight of national pride and historical significance in the palm of their hand. The allure of these coins extends beyond historical curiosity. They are also the subject of legend in numismatic circles. Stories of collectors discovering mint-condition 1966 dimes tucked away in rolls or old coin jars abound, and these finds often result in instant reevaluation of personal wealth. Some coins, especially those with unique mint errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual toning, can exponentially increase in value, sometimes reaching astonishing figures at auctions or private sales. The intersection of rarity, condition, and provenance makes the 1966 Roosevelt dime an especially fascinating object for those who view coins as both artifacts and investments. In addition, the coin's connection to bicentennial fervor adds another layer of intrigue. Although technically not a part of the 1976 official celebration, its design and timing place it in proximity to a period of intense national pride. Collectors often see it as a bridge between eras, a precursor to the official bicentennial coinage, and a reminder of how mid-20th century America began commemorating its heritage in tangible forms. Owning such a coin is therefore akin to holding a small piece of the nation's evolving identity, blending artistry, symbolism, and historical significance in a single portable treasure. For modern investors and collectors alike, the 1966 Roosevelt dime represents more than monetary gain. It is a story, a conversation starter, and a symbol of enduring value. In a world where many assets fluctuate wildly, a well-preserved coin offers both tangible beauty and historical authenticity. Its ability to bridge generations, capture national sentiment, and retain, or even increase, its value over decades makes it one of the most captivating pieces for those seeking to blend passion with smart investment strategy. The thrill of discovering a high-grade specimen, knowing its rarity and potential worth, is a uniquely exhilarating experience in numismatics. Ultimately, the 1966 Roosevelt dime is a microcosm of American ambition and heritage, wrapped in silver-colored metal and miniature artistry. From the dignified gaze of Roosevelt on the obverse to the powerful symbolism of the eagle, arrows, and olive wreath on the reverse, this coin encapsulates ideals of leadership, peace, and unity. Its market value continues to grow, driven by collector enthusiasm and its undeniable connection to history. Whether sought for investment, historical interest, or sheer admiration, this coin remains a dazzling gem in the vast treasury of American numismatics, capable of transforming ordinary coin collections into extraordinary treasures of both wealth and heritage. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1966 Roosevelt dime is the subtle variety among mint marks and production runs. While the Denver Mint, D, and Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, produce the majority of these coins, slight differences in striking, die alignment, and metal composition have created intriguing variations that savvy collectors hunt for relentlessly. For example, some coins exhibit extra sharpness in Roosevelt's hair or finer detail in the eagle's feathers. Details that can distinguish an ordinary circulated coin from one that is exceptionally rare. These minute differences, often invisible to the casual observer, can drastically alter a coin's value, sometimes elevating a single dime from mere tens of dollars to thousands in the right marketplace. The appeal of the 1966 Roosevelt dime also lies in its emotional and symbolic resonance. Collectors often describe holding such a coin as experiencing a connection to a pivotal period in U.S. history. The coin captures the optimism of a nation moving beyond post-war struggles, the hope of progress, and the reverence for leaders like Roosevelt, who embodied resilience and public service. Unlike modern coins produced in mass quantities with little variation, this dime feels like a story frozen in metal, a story that conveys pride, endurance, and the aspiration for a better future. Next up to in the 1970 bicentennial Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It is a tangible piece of American history, a small metallic canvas that captures the essence of a nation's pride, struggle, and triumph. At first glance, it features the familiar and iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left. This image alone carries the weight of history, representing a leader who guided the country through the Great Depression and the harrowing years of World War II. Inscribed alongside his likeness are the immortal words, "In God we trust," a motto that reflects the enduring spirit of the American people, while the word liberty boldly proclaims the ideals that define the nation. Flipping the coin reveals an equally stunning design, a carefully crafted emblem of American strength and unity. An eagle spreads its wings wide, standing proudly upon a shaft of arrows, symbolizing the nation's readiness to defend its values and freedom. Below, a wreath of 2 olive branches suggests peace and prosperity, a delicate balance to the strength represented above. Encircling this scene are the coin's face value and the phrases "E pluribus unum" and United States of America, reminding collectors that this is more than currency. It is a story etched in metal, a miniature monument to liberty and democracy. What makes the 1970 Roosevelt Dime truly remarkable is its connection to the United States bicentennial celebrations. Although officially the bicentennial coins are usually associated with 1976, the 1970 dimes carry a special charm, being part of the prelude to that historic era. They are a bridge between eras, minted in a time when the nation was reflecting on its past, its sacrifices, and its dreams for the future. Each coin is a direct connection to that historical moment, a collectible that allows enthusiasts to hold a piece of America's story in their hands. Collectors are drawn not only to its historical value, but also to the coin's intricate artistry. The details of Roosevelt's profile, the precise feathers on the eagle's wings, and the symbolic arrangement of the olive branch, torch, and oak branch on the reverse, which respectively stand for peace, liberty, and victory, are masterfully executed. These elements do more than just decorate the coin. They convey a message, a narrative of American ideals captured in a piece of metal no larger than a fingertip. The craftsmanship alone makes it a must-have for serious collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Rarity is a key factor that elevates the 1970 Roosevelt dime to a status of extraordinary value. While millions of dimes were minted in general circulation, coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are scarce. The passage of time, daily wear, and natural loss have made truly mint-condition examples increasingly difficult to find. For collectors, this rarity translates into a sense of excitement and urgency. Owning one is not just acquiring a coin. It is claiming a fragment of history that few others possess. The financial value of these rare dimes is staggering. Depending on their condition, provenance, and minting details, some examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, with the absolute finest specimens fetching even more. It is not an exaggeration to say that owning a 1970 bicentennial Roosevelt dime could change someone's fortune. Many investors and numismatists view these coins as a combination of art, history, and financial opportunity, a trifecta that makes them irresistible. Even a single coin in exceptional condition can be the centerpiece of a collection worth millions. Beyond monetary considerations, these coins carry a unique emotional and intellectual appeal. Holding one is like holding a conversation with history. You can almost feel the weight of the era it comes from. The words "liberty" and "in God we trust" are not just engravings, they are reminders of the struggles and triumphs of generations past. Every tiny detail, from the eagle's wings to the olive sprigs, tells a story, inviting the collector to explore, learn, and marvel at the legacy of the United States. The 1970 Roosevelt dime also highlights the allure of the United States' broader coinage tradition. American coins are famous worldwide not only for their aesthetic appeal, but also for their meticulous attention to historical symbolism. The Roosevelt dime embodies this dual purpose perfectly. It is both a tool of commerce and a work of art. For collectors, it represents the pinnacle of American numismatic excellence, a coin that is as educational as it is beautiful and as profitable as it is inspiring. For those who already own a 1970 Roosevelt dime, it is critical not to underestimate its value. Even coins that appear ordinary can hide immense worth, particularly if they are uncirculated or have unique minting characteristics. These coins are more than legal tender. They are potential treasures that could make collectors or investors overnight millionaires. Careful preservation and knowledgeable appraisal are essential, as even the smallest flaw can dramatically affect the coin's market value. In the end, the 1970 bicentennial Roosevelt dime is not just a coin, it is a symbol of America itself, resilient, proud, and enduring. It captures the spirit of a nation, honors a revered president, and offers collectors the chance to own something truly extraordinary. Its rarity, artistry, historical significance, and financial potential combine to make it one of the most coveted coins in the United States. For anyone interested in numismatics, history, or investment, this dime is a shining beacon of opportunity and fascination, a small but powerful piece of the American dream. What truly sets the 1970 Roosevelt dime apart is its connection to the legendary legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt himself. More than just a president, Roosevelt was a symbol of hope and resilience during some of America's darkest times. To hold a coin bearing his portrait is to hold a tribute to his vision and leadership, a reminder of the New Deal, the fight against economic despair, and the courage to face global conflict. Collectors often describe a sense of reverence when examining this coin closely, as if they are glimpsing not only history, but also the character of one of America's most beloved leaders. The symbolism embedded in the coin's reverse side adds layers of meaning that go far beyond its monetary value. The eagle, the olive branch, the torch, and the oak branch are not arbitrary designs. They are a coded message of America's principles and ambitions. The eagle represents vigilance and courage, the olive branch peace and harmony, the torch liberty and enlightenment, and the oak branch strength and victory. Together, they form a narrative of a nation proud of its past, confident in its ideals, and optimistic about the future. Each element enhances the coin's visual storytelling, making it a piece that engages both the eyes and the mind. In addition, the 1970 Roosevelt dime serves as a perfect gateway into the world of numismatics, especially for new collectors. It is approachable enough for beginners to appreciate the beauty and craftsmanship, yet rare and valuable enough to excite seasoned collectors and investors. Many enthusiasts start their journey with coins like this, captivated by the idea that something so small can hold immense historical, artistic, and financial significance. The thrill of discovering a coin in exceptional condition, recognizing its subtle details, and understanding its story is an experience that combines curiosity, strategy, and passion in a way few other collectibles can match. Finally, the allure of the 1970 bicentennial Roosevelt dime is timeless. Decades after its minting, it continues to fascinate, inspire, and generate immense interest. The combination of historical context, artistic design, rarity, and investment potential ensures that its legacy will endure for generations. For anyone lucky enough to possess one, it is more than a coin. It is a miniature treasure chest, a connection to the past, and a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold immeasurable power, capable of teaching history, inspiring wonder, and even changing lives. Truly, the 1970 Roosevelt dime is a shining example of why old coins are not just currency. They are pieces of living history. Next up to in the 1990, D. Roosevelt dime stands as one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in modern U.S. numismatics, capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike. At first glance, it might appear to be just another dime, but for those who understand its historical context and rare minting nuances, it is a treasure trove of value. The coin's obverse proudly features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left, a striking reminder of his leadership during some of America's most challenging times. Surrounding this iconic image is the inspiring motto, "In God We Trust," along with the bold inscription Liberty, which together evoke a sense of reverence and patriotism that is uniquely American. Turning the coin over, the reverse design immediately commands attention with its intricate artistry. The eagle, wings majestically spread, perches confidently on a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and defense, while being embraced by a delicate wreath of olive branches, representing peace. Above this intricate tableau is the motto, E pluribus unum, a timeless phrase that signifies unity from diversity. Surrounding the imagery are the words, United States of America, and one dime, providing both context and gravitas. Every detail on this coin has been meticulously crafted, reflecting the care and precision of the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark confirms its origin. What makes the 1990 D Roosevelt dime so extraordinary is not just its design, but its rarity and the subtle variations that can dramatically affect its value. While millions of dimes were minted, only a select number were struck with exceptional clarity and flawless finish, making them highly coveted by collectors. Coins with pristine surfaces, sharp details, and a full, reflective luster are considered the pinnacle of Roosevelt dime collecting. Even minor imperfections can influence their market price, highlighting the importance of careful preservation and handling. Collectors are often drawn to this coin, not only for its monetary potential, but also for its symbolic weight. Roosevelt's image on the dime commemorates his enduring legacy, particularly his dedication to the fight against polio and his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II. Holding such a coin is akin to holding a tangible piece of American history, a reminder of resilience, vision, and triumph over adversity. This historical significance amplifies the coin's appeal beyond mere financial value, giving it a profound emotional resonance. In today's market, the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime has taken on an almost legendary status. While many ordinary dimes circulate without much fanfare, the rare, high-grade examples of this coin can fetch prices that defy expectation. Some of the most exceptional specimens, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by leading numismatic authorities, have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars, with truly perfect examples reaching astronomical sums. It is a coin that can transform a casual collector's portfolio into a serious investment, potentially turning historical curiosity into real-world wealth. The allure of the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime also lies in the mystique of discovery. For many collectors, finding a rare version in a roll of coins or an estate collection feels like uncovering buried treasure. Each coin carries a story, where it has been, who may have held it, and the hands it passed through over the decades. This element of adventure adds an irresistible layer of excitement to numismatics, transforming a simple hobby into an enthralling quest for rarity and perfection. What separates this dime from other commemorative coins is its subtle yet powerful symbolism. The olive branch, torch, and oak on the reverse are not mere decorations. They represent peace, liberty, and victory. In a single glance, they convey a message that resonates across generations, reminding us that American ideals are both aspirational and enduring. It is this combination of artistry, meaning, and historical context that elevates the coin from a simple currency piece to a collectible masterpiece worthy of study, admiration, and protection. Investors and collectors alike must be vigilant when seeking out this coin. Authenticity, condition, and provenance play critical roles in determining its value. Counterfeit or heavily worn examples may circulate, but they lack the commanding presence and market potential of a genuine, high-grade 1990 D. Roosevelt dime. Professional grading and certification are strongly recommended, not just to establish credibility, but also to preserve the coin's worth for future generations. A certified coin can command a premium price that reflects both its historical and financial significance. The financial potential of the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime cannot be overstated. In an era where rare coins have been known to appreciate dramatically, owning a coin of this caliber is more than collecting, it's a strategic investment. Some individuals have seen their holdings multiply in value over time, turning a single rare dime into a cornerstone of a collection worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. For those with foresight and patience, the coin represents both stability and opportunity in a tangible form that no stock or bond can fully replicate. Ultimately, the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime embodies the perfect blend of history, artistry, and financial potential. It is a coin that commands attention, inspires awe, and rewards those who recognize its true worth. From the striking portrait of Franklin Roosevelt to the symbolic reverse, from the rarity of flawless specimens to the immense market value they can command, this coin stands as a beacon in the world of numismatics. Whether you are a collector, an investor, or simply an admirer of American heritage, the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime is a treasure that demands respect, care, and appreciation. Handle it wisely, cherish its story, and let it remind you that sometimes true wealth is found in the smallest of objects. What makes the 1990 D. Roosevelt dime even more captivating is the story behind its production. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin reflects decades of technological advancement in coin-making, yet retains a classic elegance that harks back to earlier eras. Each strike had to be precise, capturing the subtle details of Roosevelt's profile and the intricate feathers of the eagle on the reverse. The slightest variation in striking pressure, metal composition, or die alignment can create anomalies that, for collectors, make certain coins even more desirable. These nuances are not mere imperfections. They are markers of rarity that elevate a coin from ordinary circulation to an object of immense fascination and value. The coin's connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt adds a layer of emotional depth that resonates with collectors worldwide. Roosevelt's legacy as a leader who navigated the United States through profound challenges, economic depression, and global conflict, is immortalized on this small piece of metal. Every time someone examines the obverse, they are reminded of resilience, hope, and determination, making this dime more than currency. It becomes a symbol of American perseverance. Owning it is like holding a fragment of history, a tangible link to one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. Collectors are particularly intrigued by the subtle variations in the 1990 Roosevelt dime. While most dimes appear nearly identical, the experts know that certain die errors, double strikes, or unusually high-grade surfaces can transform a coin's value overnight. Some rare variations are so scarce that only a handful exist in the entire world, and when one surfaces at an auction, it can ignite fierce bidding wars. The thrill of discovering such a gem adds a sense of adventure and urgency to coin collecting, where patience and knowledge can lead to incredible rewards. The investment potential of this dime also speaks volumes. Unlike conventional financial instruments that fluctuate with global markets, rare coins like the 1990 Roosevelt dime carry intrinsic historical and collectible value. The scarcity of flawless specimens, combined with their aesthetic appeal and cultural significance, ensures they retain, and often increase, their worth over time. Serious collectors and investors understand that a well-preserved 1990 dime is not just a coin. It is a strategic asset capable of appreciating steadily in value, sometimes dramatically, as demand among collectors grows. Next up in the 1984 Roosevelt dime is more than just a small piece of silver-colored metal. It is a symbol of American history, artistry, and a hidden treasure that could change the life of anyone lucky enough to own it. Featuring the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, the coin captures the essence of leadership and resilience during one of the most challenging periods in American history. Roosevelt's visage, facing left, is accompanied by the timeless motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase that reflects the enduring faith and spirit of the nation. Around the portrait, the word liberty proudly asserts the values upon which the country was founded, making this dime a miniature canvas of national pride. On the reverse side, the coin bursts with symbolism and historical meaning. The central eagle, wings spread wide, stands on a shaft of arrows, signifying the nation's readiness to defend itself. Surrounding the eagle is a wreath made of two intertwined olive sprays, a classic emblem of peace. Above this, the legendary motto, E pluribus unum, reminds us that out of many, one nation emerges, bound together by unity and common purpose. The eagle, olive branches, and arrows create a visual narrative of strength, peace, and vigilance, a design that has made this coin an artistic marvel as well as a collectible gem. What makes the 1984 Roosevelt dime particularly intriguing is not just its design, but its rarity and the hidden value it can hold. While billions of dimes were minted in 1984, certain minting variations, uncirculated conditions, and error coins can fetch prices that far exceed their face value. Collectors and investors around the world are always on the lookout for coins that are perfectly preserved, have unique markings, or were part of limited production batches. Even a coin that looks ordinary at first glance could, in fact, be an extremely valuable treasure if it meets these rare conditions. The historical context of this coin adds to its allure. Coming more than a decade after Roosevelt's death in 1970, the 1984 dime represents a continuing homage to his legacy, particularly his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The coin reminds collectors and history enthusiasts alike of a president who left a lasting impact on the nation, not just politically, but culturally. Each dime tells a story, connecting the holder to an era when America faced adversity yet emerged stronger, making this coin a piece of history that can be held in the palm of your hand. Collectors are drawn to the 1984 Roosevelt dime because of its potential to dramatically appreciate in value over time. Unlike regular coins that circulate endlessly and lose their condition, coins that are carefully preserved in mint or proof condition can command hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars on the market. Some special error coins from this year, including double dies or striking anomalies, are considered rarities of immense worth. Owning such a coin is not merely about currency. It is about possessing a tangible artifact of American heritage that may one day turn into an extraordinary financial asset. The aesthetic appeal of this dime cannot be overstated. The meticulous engraving captures Roosevelt's dignified expression and the eagle's majestic stance, all framed within a perfectly balanced circular design. Numismatists often describe these coins as small works of art, marveling at the precision of the lettering, the the clarity of the mottos, and the harmony of the imagery. Even the tiniest details, such as the texture of the olive leaves or the feathers of the eagle, are carefully crafted to create an enduring visual impact. This combination of artistry and historical symbolism is a key reason why collectors are willing to pay a premium for high-quality specimens. The investment potential of the 1984 P. Roosevelt dime is immense, particularly in today's rare coin market. As physical currency becomes less central to everyday transactions, collectible coins are increasingly valued as tangible assets that cannot be duplicated or devalued by inflation. Certain coins from this era have been known to sell for hundreds of times their original face value, particularly when they are graded by professional services and certified as exceptional examples. For anyone holding a dime in pristine condition, the possibility of sudden wealth is real, turning a simple pocket change into a potential gold mine. Enthusiasts also prize these dimes for their connection to the broader story of American numismatics. Roosevelt dimes have been in continuous production since 1946, each year marking incremental changes in minting technology and design. The 1984 P issue stands out as part of this lineage, representing a point in history where modern minting precision intersected with traditional symbolic motifs. For collectors, possessing this coin is like holding a bridge between past and present, a way to appreciate both the artistry of earlier coins and the technological sophistication of contemporary minting. The thrill of searching for a rare 1984 P dime cannot be understated. Many collectors spend years hunting through circulated coins, rolls, and estate finds, hoping to stumble upon a perfectly preserved specimen or a coin with a unique error. The excitement of discovery, combined with the historical significance and financial potential, makes collecting these coins an addictive pursuit. Even casual coin enthusiasts can feel a sense of connection to history as they examine the fine details of the Roosevelt portrait, the eagle, and the wreath, realizing that they are holding a piece of national heritage that few people ever truly appreciate. Finally, the 1984 P. Roosevelt dime is more than a coin. It is a story, an investment, and a work of art all rolled into one small disc. Whether you are a collector seeking the ultimate addition to your cabinet, an investor looking for a unique financial opportunity, or simply a history lover fascinated by Roosevelt's legacy, this dime has something to offer. Its beauty, symbolism, rarity, and potential value make it one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, capable of turning ordinary holders into proud custodians of history, and perhaps even into millionaires overnight. Holding this dime is like holding a small slice of American destiny, one that whispers the promise of wealth, legacy, and timeless elegance. The allure of the 1984 P. Roosevelt dime goes beyond its face value. It represents a tangible connection to the American story. Every coin carries with it the energy of the mint where it was produced, the hands that first held it, and the countless moments in history it has silently witnessed. Imagine the journeys these dimes have taken, passing from pocket to pocket, tucked in cash registers, or hidden away in coin collections, before one lucky person recognizes its true worth. This sense of continuity, of touching something that has quietly existed through decades, gives the coin an almost magical appeal, making each discovery feel like uncovering a hidden chapter of American history. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the subtle differences that can make one dime vastly more valuable than another. Even the tiniest minting errors, like doubled lettering, misaligned strikes, or faint variations in the eagle's wing, can transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. The 1984 P. Roosevelt dime has several such variations that remain highly coveted among numismatists. These anomalies are rare glimpses into the human and mechanical process of coin production, snapshots of moments where precision faltered just enough to create something unique. To own such a dime is to hold a piece of history that defies repetition, a small but priceless marvel that the world might never see again. The 1984 P. dime also serves as a reminder of Roosevelt's lasting impact on American society. While many presidents are remembered for speeches and policies, Roosevelt's legacy extends into the everyday lives of citizens, even decades after his death. The dime immortalizes a leader who guided the nation through economic hardship and global conflict, representing resilience, vision, and the enduring promise of liberty. For collectors, holding this coin is not only about wealth. It is a symbolic act, a way to honor a figure whose leadership helped shape modern America. Each glance at the coin is a connection to a time when courage and determination defined a nation. From an investment perspective, the 1984 P. Roosevelt Dime offers a rare combination of accessibility and potential for extraordinary returns. While some rare coins are prohibitively expensive, these dimes can often be obtained at relatively modest prices, especially when first entering the collector market. Over time, as more collectors seek out high-quality specimens and error coins, prices can rise dramatically, creating opportunities for significant profit. Savvy collectors recognize that even coins that appear ordinary may one day become highly sought after, and the 1984 P dime exemplifies this potential, turning small investments into lifelong treasures or even life-changing windfalls. Next up in the United States, 1977 Bicentennial Roosevelt Dime is not just a piece of metal. It's a portal to history, a tangible connection to one of the most revered presidents in American history, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Struck with incredible precision, this coin carries the unmistakable portrait of Roosevelt facing left, a design that honors his enduring legacy as the 32nd President of the United States. The powerful words, "In God We Trust," flank his dignified profile, while the word "liberty" arches proudly above. This combination of artistry and symbolism immediately captures the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike, making it far more than a simple currency. It's a miniature monument to resilience, leadership, and faith. On the reverse side, the 1977 dime transforms into a rich tableau of American ideals. The eagle, wings fully spread, exudes strength and vigilance, perched confidently on a shaft of arrows with a delicate wreath of olive sprays beneath. Every element carries profound meaning. The arrows represent readiness to defend, while the olive branches symbolize the nation's unwavering pursuit of peace. This design, meticulously detailed, draws the eye and evokes a sense of patriotism and awe. Inscribed around this majestic scene are the words "United States of America," "One Dime," and the timeless motto "E Pluribus Unum," reminding collectors that this coin is more than just metal. It is an emblem of unity, courage, and national pride. What makes the 1977 dime truly fascinating to collectors, however, is its rarity and historical context. While Roosevelt dimes were minted in large numbers, the bicentennial versions, especially those in pristine condition with the D mint mark, are exceptionally sought after. Each coin acts as a snapshot of 1970s America, a period of reflection and celebration following the United States' 200th anniversary. Collectors treasure these coins not only for their monetary value, but also for the story they tell. A story of a nation commemorating its independence while honoring a president whose legacy shaped modern America. The symbolism engraved on the coin is remarkable. Directly ahead of the E Pluribus Unum motto, the olive branch, torch, and oak branch stand as timeless representations of peace, liberty, and victory. These elements remind collectors and admirers alike that every coin carries an inspirational message embedded in its design. It's not merely a financial asset, it's a piece of art, a philosophy, and a beacon of American ideals that has been preserved in copper-nickel alloy. The intricate artistry ensures that each angle reveals a new layer of meaning, making this dime a continuous source of discovery and fascination. In today's collector market, the 1977 Roosevelt dime can be extraordinarily valuable, particularly in uncirculated condition or with proof-like qualities. Rare specimens that remain in mint condition have the potential to reach thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their grading, provenance, and overall aesthetic appeal. While the average circulated dime may not command a high price, the exceptional rarity of certain 1977 D mint coins transforms them into potential treasures, capable of altering the financial fortunes of anyone lucky enough to own them. For those passionate about numismatics, this coin represents both history and opportunity, a perfect storm of artistic mastery and monetary potential. Collectors are drawn not only to the value, but also to the thrill of the hunt. The 1977 dime is not as commonly encountered as other Roosevelt dimes, meaning that finding one in exceptional condition can feel like discovering buried treasure. Every scratch-free edge, every gleaming surface, and every perfectly preserved detail contributes to its allure. Numismatists often describe the excitement of spotting such coins as unmatched, a blend of historical reverence and the adrenaline rush of possibly unearthing a fortune in one small, shining circle of metal. Beyond the financial and aesthetic appeal, These coins hold an emotional and patriotic resonance. Owning a 1977 Roosevelt dime is like holding a piece of living history, an artifact that connects us to the enduring values of liberty, peace, and courage. It reminds us of a time when the nation paused to celebrate its bicentennial while commemorating a president who led through some of the most challenging moments in modern history. For collectors, the coin serves as both a memento and a lesson in the power of symbolism, artistry, and historical memory. It's also worth noting the potential for these coins to appreciate over time. Unlike common currency, which quickly loses purchasing power, rare coins like the 1977 Roosevelt dime have historically shown remarkable long-term growth in value. Their scarcity, combined with historical significance and aesthetic appeal, makes them ideal candidates for investment-grade collections. Even for casual collectors, owning such a coin is like planting a seed for future wealth, a tangible asset that grows in allure and market demand year after year. The story of the 1977 bicentennial dime is ultimately a story of human curiosity and ambition. People collect these coins not merely for profit, but for the sheer joy of discovery, the satisfaction of preserving history, and the pride in owning something truly extraordinary. Each coin embodies decades of cultural, historical, and artistic significance, making it a multidimensional treasure that appeals to enthusiasts across generations. From numismatic experts to passionate hobbyists, the 1977 dime stands as a pinnacle of collectible coinage, a shining symbol of America's heritage and artistic legacy. Finally, if you happen to own a 1977 Roosevelt dime, treasure it like the rare gem it is. Do not spend it casually. Its value extends far beyond face denomination. This coin has the potential to change lives, both as an object of immense beauty and as a financial asset that could one day make the holder wealthy beyond imagination. With every gleam and engraving, it whispers tales of history, freedom, and triumph. Holding it in your hand is like holding a story, a legacy, and an opportunity all at once. A rare coin that connects the past to the present, art to wealth, and history to your own personal journey as a collector. The fascination with the 1977 dime goes beyond its metallic composition. It's the story that each coin carries that captures the imagination. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history that survived decades of change, from the turbulent 1970s to the modern era. Each scratch-free surface is a silent witness to the passage of time, each detailed engraving a testament to the skill and care of the mint workers who produced it. For collectors, this isn't just a coin, it's a bridge across generations, linking you to the very moment when America celebrated its bicentennial and reflected on the enduring values that define the nation. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of the American dream itself. The 1977 dime also exemplifies the artistry and precision of U.S. coinage. Every curve of Roosevelt's face, every feather of the eagle's wings, and every delicate line in the olive wreath is a miniature work of art. This attention to detail is what elevates these coins above ordinary currency. The bicentennial coins were minted with the intention of being remembered, and this goal was achieved with astonishing success. They are admired not only for their historical importance, but for the sheer elegance of their design, a combination that makes them irresistible to collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Another striking aspect of the 1977 Roosevelt dime is its hidden potential as a fortune-building collectible. Unlike many investments, which are intangible or speculative, rare coins have intrinsic value that is immediately tangible. In the right condition, this dime can sell for far more than its face value, especially if it possesses proof-like qualities or exceptional luster. Collectors often describe the thrill of discovering such a coin in a collection, a coin that was once overlooked but now shines as a hidden treasure with potentially life-changing worth. For anyone with an eye for history and value, this coin is a golden opportunity waiting to be claimed. Collectors are also drawn to the 1977 dime because of its educational value. Each coin provides a story, a lesson in American history, politics, and symbolism. The olive branch, torch, and oak branch aren't merely decorative. They are reminders of the nation's ideals and the aspirations of its people. The inscriptions E pluribus unum and In God We Trust carry deeper meaning, linking the coin to the philosophical and spiritual foundations of the country. For students, historians, or anyone fascinated by symbolism, owning such a coin is like holding a compact textbook of national pride and artistry. Finally, The 1977 bicentennial dime embodies the perfect intersection of nostalgia, patriotism, and investment potential. It appeals to seasoned numismatists hunting for rare pieces, casual collectors drawn to the story behind the coin, and investors seeking tangible assets that grow in value over time. With its striking design, rich historical significance, and rarity, the 1977 dime is a coin that commands attention and respect. It reminds us that the objects we may take for granted, coins we use in everyday transactions, can hold stories, wealth, and beauty far beyond their face value. This dime is more than a coin. It's a legacy waiting to be cherished, a treasure waiting to be discovered, and a testament to the enduring allure of American history. Next up in the 1976 United States bicentennial Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It is a tangible piece of history, a small yet powerful symbol of the American spirit, and a treasure that collectors around the world dream of owning. Minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, this dime carries a story far beyond its face value of 10 cents. Its design, weight, and historical significance make it a cornerstone for any serious numismatist or history enthusiast. Unlike ordinary coins that pass unnoticed through daily transactions, the 1976 bicentennial dime stands as a shining example of how art, history, and value can coexist in a single, perfectly minted piece of metal. At the heart of the coin lies the familiar and revered portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, facing left in solemn yet dignified detail. Roosevelt, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, is immortalized on the dime, a tradition that began in 1946, shortly after his death. Surrounding his portrait is the enduring motto, "In God We Trust," a reminder of the nation's spiritual foundation. The word liberty arches boldly above his head, a timeless proclamation that ties the coin to the ideals that shaped the United States. Every curve, every engraving of Roosevelt's face captures the strength, resilience, and hope that defined his presidency. Turn the coin over, and the design becomes even more extraordinary. The reverse side of the 1976 bicentennial dime features a soaring eagle perched upon a bundle of arrows, symbolizing America's readiness to defend itself, yet encircled by a wreath of olive branches, emblematic of peace. Above this powerful imagery, the motto, E pluribus unum, proudly declares the unity of the states, while United States of America and one dime frame the composition with undeniable authority. What makes the bicentennial edition unique is its addition of the date, 1776 to 1976, a permanent reminder that this coin was created for a momentous occasion, one that connects the modern era with America's revolutionary roots. Symbolism is abundant on this dime. A careful look at the reverse reveals an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch positioned beneath the eagle, representing peace, liberty, and victory, core pillars of the nation's values. Each tiny detail was meticulously crafted by the U.S. Mint to ensure that the coin was not just a medium of exchange, but a work of art that tells a story. The wings of the eagle, fully spread, suggest freedom in motion, and the shaft of arrows beneath it conveys strength without aggression. Every element has meaning, making this coin a visual narrative of America's past and aspirations for the future. Collectors know that rarity is everything, and the 1976 bicentennial dime certainly has its place in the pantheon of valuable coins. While millions of these coins were minted for general circulation, their condition, mint mark, and historical significance dramatically affect their value. Coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with a clear D mint mark from Denver, are incredibly sought after. Numismatists often pay thousands of dollars for a single pristine example, not merely because it is old, but because it embodies a historical moment, a commemoration of 2 centuries of American independence. For coin collectors, owning one is akin to holding a piece of history in your hand. The market for rare coins has always fascinated enthusiasts, but the bicentennial dime adds an element of sheer excitement because its value has the potential to skyrocket. While a circulated dime might be worth only a few cents above face value, a perfectly preserved coin in mint condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some extremely rare specimens, especially those with unique errors or exceptional luster, are considered almost priceless. Imagine holding a coin in your palm that could, in the right market, change your life financially while also serving as a priceless historical artifact. This is exactly what makes the 1976 bicentennial dime a magnet for collectors and investors alike. For young collectors, the coin represents an entry point into a world where history, artistry, and investment converge. Each coin tells a story, from the painstaking engraving of Roosevelt's face to the symbolic arrangement of arrows, torch, and olive branch. Owning such a coin is not just about monetary gain. It's about connecting with the spirit of a nation. The bicentennial dime invites curiosity, sparks conversations, and inspires awe, which is why even casual observers often find themselves captivated by its design and meaning. The coin's allure is amplified by its historical context. 1976 was a year of celebration across the United States, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Special bicentennial coins were struck in silver for collectors, while millions of copper-nickel dimes were minted for everyday use. The duality of these coins, accessible yet profoundly symbolic, ensures that anyone holding a bicentennial dime can feel a connection to that historic moment. It is this tangible link to history that makes the coin so much more than metal and design. It becomes a piece of living memory. Investors and collectors should note that the coin's condition and provenance are critical. Coins with sharp, clear details, no scratches, or discoloration fetch the highest prices. A dime that has been carefully stored in protective cases or graded by professional services can attract offers that reach into six figures in rare circumstances. The thrill of finding such a coin at a flea market, garage sale, or among family heirlooms is the stuff of legend in the numismatic community, making the hunt as exciting as the possession itself. Finally, the 1976 bicentennial Roosevelt dime is a reminder that the most ordinary-seeming items can hold extraordinary value. While it may have started its life as a simple 10-cent coin, today it represents history, art, and opportunity. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a history enthusiast, or someone looking to invest in tangible assets, this coin is a treasure that offers the promise of wealth, knowledge, and connection to a defining moment in American history. Its story is far from over, and every coin carries the potential to inspire, fascinate, and even transform the life of the person fortunate enough to own it. What makes the 1976 bicentennial Roosevelt dime truly fascinating is the way it bridges generations. Imagine holding a coin that circulated alongside the first moon landings, the Cold War, and America's cultural revolutions of the 1970s. Each dime carries a whisper of the era it was minted in, a time of celebration, reflection, and renewed patriotism. For collectors, this connection to history is priceless. You are not just holding a coin, you are holding the spirit of an entire nation, captured in copper and nickel, polished to a shine that has survived nearly half a century. This emotional connection is part of why rare coins like the bicentennial dime are more than investments. They are heirlooms that pass stories from one generation to the next. The artistry of the coin cannot be overstated. Every line etched into Roosevelt's face, every feather on the eagle's wings, and every detail of the olive and oak branches reflects the skill and precision of the U.S. Mint's engravers. Unlike mass-produced objects today, these coins were designed with care, balancing symbolism, aesthetics, and function. Collectors often marvel at the sharpness of the design on coins in pristine condition, where even the smallest details, like Roosevelt's lapel folds or the eagle's talons, are visible. This level of craftsmanship elevates the coin from mere currency to a miniature work of art, an object to be studied, admired, and treasured. In addition to its beauty, the 1976 bicentennial dime is known for some remarkable minting variations that can make certain examples extraordinarily valuable. Error coins, such as those with double strikes, misaligned designs, or unusual toning, are particularly coveted by serious collectors. These rare anomalies turn a standard coin into a one-of-a-kind collector's item, often attracting intense bidding wars at auctions. For anyone who stumbles upon such a coin in circulation, it could literally be a life-changing discovery. The excitement of uncovering an unexpected gem is part of the thrill that makes collecting rare coins such an addictive hobby. Beyond its monetary and artistic value, this coin is a symbol of national pride. The bicentennial celebrations of 1976 were monumental, featuring parades, ceremonies, and commemorative events across the country. The dimes, quarters, and half-dollars minted that year were part of a broader effort to honor America's journey from its revolutionary beginnings to the modern era. For collectors, Owning a bicentennial dime is like holding a piece of that national celebration, an emblem of patriotism frozen in time. It's a reminder of what makes America unique, the enduring ideals of freedom, unity, and perseverance, all represented on a coin smaller than your thumb. Finally, the 1976 bicentennial Roosevelt dime is a lesson in patience, foresight, and appreciation. While many coins pass through hands unnoticed, those who understand their historical and collectible value often find themselves rewarded decades later. Coins like this teach us that value is not always obvious at first glance.